yours.
Welcome everyone to the Freestyle cast. Matt Rose think I was hit by a fish. Unbelievable. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, Matt Rose, elaborate why I look like I was hit by a fish.
Because I didn't. Because you said you had an overnight, so I don't
Right.
know. I don't know. You could have.
Do I look like I was slapped? Does my hair look totally glued in or something? Or, I mean,
You look like you're auditioning for Al Pacino's replacement.
oh shit! Wow, my hair is totally Italian today, huh? Ah. I mean, look. I don't want it to look like. I don't want to look like a scumbidi. You know what? You don't know what that is. I'm using Italian phrases here.
No, it's all.
I don't want to look like a shimanood. You know.
You're talking.
I look like a soprano on a Sunday morning. Yeah, we going to get bagels. Yeah, what are we on to do? We're gonna go get somebody. Yeah.
Yes. You'll be pulling a De Niro with the cab truck. Put the
Wow.
taxi driver next.
Do I look like that? Really? Jesus. All right. So
You're talking to me.
you talking to me? Yeah. All right. So the weather is still shitty over here. It was raining for 2 days. Now it's blah out there. I'm probably going to be doing some gaming. I had to review the worst 2 effing comics probably of the year. And I got to tell you, the Spider-Man comic called Full Circle made me feel very uncomfortable. And Scott, I don't know if you're hearing it, but like they had probably 8 writers on this book, which is a disaster because it's like a mishmash of shit. And yes, Aunt May was a werewolf, and Mary Jane was a werewolf, and the whole world were werewolves, as well as Spider-Man and Nick Fury. It was just stupid, okay? And then it had to do with time travel, where the High Evolutionary made all the superheroes pigs that traveled through time. What? And then, right, and then Peter Parker had a psychological hallucinatory meltdown where he's talking to pigs with spider suits on and Spider-Ham and time travel and werewolves and Aunt May. It was like Aunt May was
with the werewolves.
Yes, they were all werewolves. Mary Jane was a werewolf. Aunt May, he had to punch Aunt May in the face, but thank God for her werewolf bones that he had to beat up his neighbors and his girlfriend, and because they were gonna bite him. And then he started web swinging as a werewolf. Which, how would you know if you're not in control of your werewolf ability to web swing as a werewolf? So again, this was quite the artwork at first, because they had different artists doing different pages, which is bad. This was the worst thing I've ever seen, because you have different artists doing one story that's oversized, and all the writers had to do a page or two. It was like shitty. And they made Spider-Man look like an idiot, where he was transporting in space. It was just all over the place.
Trip.
This was a bad idea. And this was $10, mind you. So the fact that it had to do with time travel, the fact that Spider-Man was talking to his futuristic pig self, I'm kind of, it would make you dump comics altogether. So I hope Marvel is happy with.
This is supposed to be a Halloween special.
This is canon, actually. So I just want to say, Marvel, that now you basically prove to the world, Marvel Comics, that you are letting your writers do any effing thing without any rules, without anybody editing anything, and it is garbage. So, you know what? It could have been cool with him as a werewolf. It could have been a really cool story, but it's not. Yeah. This is rated 0. And you took $10 of my money. And then I thought, well, maybe something else would be good. Turns out that Immortal Hulk had to do with a god taking over the Hulk's body in the end of time. It's like they watched Doctor Who, and there was only one planet left with alien plants that had an argument about a divorce or something, that they weren't going to mingle.
Zombies involved with this one.
I mean, that they weren't going to mingle their leaves. And then you had the Hulk flying through space, I guess, without eating, being a god. And he went to eat and kill the planet like he's Galactus. And then the plant creature created this moth-like time travel moth to send back in time, to which it just so happens to land in the leader's lair, which is really dumb in the past. So you lost me. That was $6.
There's another one that sounds like somebody been smoking something they shouldn't.
Yes,
have.
they all were smoking something that they shouldn't. So I'm kind of like right now, today's comic book day, and I'm kind of not wanting to see a new comic. And for me, that's a rarity, and I wasn't at the comic book store last week, and now this is going to be the second week. I am also tired, too, because I did an overnight, so I'm staying away from comics today. As far as gaming goes, depending on my sleep schedule, I may be playing Ghostbusters and Walking Dead Telltale later. I will be watching American Horror Story 1984 pilot to the first episode today, and I will be reviewing that as well as Supergirl.
I did see The Flash. It's quite good.
Okay. I am also going to put up Walking Dead too. What?
I need to catch up with all my Arrowverse. I haven't done that yet.
Yes. We also heard
a true homage to, let's just put it this way, Romero-esque films.
Yeah. We also heard that Green Lantern, thanks to HBO Max, is having a series.
A Green Arrow-esque. Let's put it this way.
The people that did Arrow.
I'm sorry, Green Lantern-esque.
Well, no, the Green Arrow person is doing the show.
Okay.
The person that does the Green Arrow show, obviously, is not going to be out of work because he's going to be doing Green Arrow. So I think it's the Green Arrow showrunner or something or whatever is going to be doing the Green Lantern show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a Green Lantern-esque, which IGN is reporting too. So
right. So that Green Lantern show is going to be on HBO Max.
All these exclusive networks.
Yes. And again, thanks to HBO Max, as reported in the Riverman's cast, we knew about this, me and Scott, for months. We reported it. It was finally released to the public about the deal, which is the same exact deal as China. Chris Chibnall promises a series every year. Series 11 to 15. Right. Series 11 to 15 will be paid for by HBO Max and China. They will give them money. And now they have double the amount of money, which I'm pretty sure.
Which they can waste going to places where they don't have to be. And
60th anniversary is paid for. So, I mean, at least we know that because, again, I doubt they're going to spend. They have to spend the money on Doctor Who, but I doubt they're going to spend it like each episode like a Game of Thrones type of budget. So, BBC gives money for the episodes. They got money from China. They might bank the HBO Max as series after the 15th, just in case maybe. So, Doctor Who is secure to series 15. But BBC wants, I guess, Chibnall on a schedule because, he has till 2023 to pop out series 13, 14, 15, and the 60th, which he may get an extension. We'll see.
He probably watch Chibnall work up to the 60th and go, okay, I'm done. I've done my good.
He might have a escape clause after 3 or 4 series. Like, you don't have to finish the 5.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out. But I also heard that if Chibnall leaves, the deal is done. Because
So he's probably trying to wait until the 60th at least.
They will lose the money, and he will orchestrate a deal like Phoebe Walker-Bridge, where she's doing run series for HBO Max. He will do a series because they love him from Broadchurch and everything else. So he will probably get a freelance deal, which I believe Moffat and Gatiss have got help with Dracula from Netflix money, I'm hearing.
Which looks good.
Right, so that will greenlight it for probably a few series. So yeah, and what do we have here?
Yeah, because Gatiss talked that there could be a second series already.
Because that I could see, because that looks good.
Yeah.
The Discovery series looked meh from the beginning, and
yeah,
they're ready for series 3.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing with HBO Max. This is very troubling because there was the Game of Thrones prequel that they already filmed. It cost millions of dollars. John Sim, right?
Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts. They filmed it already. They spent the money and they filmed it. And what do? They're like, yeah, we'll pass, thanks. Wait, what?
Whoa.
No. Wait a minute. See that? Back up for a second, because someone needs to explain this to me. Why all of a sudden is all social media not concerned with this? That they had the cast in place, they were filming, they filmed the pilot, and then after spending millions of dollars, that they are having their own HBO Max, which would be on their service, and they could just flood the service with Game of Thrones series 1, 2, 3, because they're doing that with Star Wars, right? They're making multiple stores. So why wouldn't you film multiple Game of Thrones things on there? For some odd reason, they told everybody, and they're all contractually obligated, your services are no longer required, thanks. Doesn't matter if they're signed for years. So I'm like, wait a minute, they just let go John Sim and everybody? Like, what? And then we're hearing, oh my God, we're announcing this new Game of Thrones thing about the House of Dragon. I'm like, but wait a minute. I thought they were doing multiple series at the same time. I thought that this was supposed to be for the platform.
That's correct. There was supposed to be 3 prequels. That one that just got scrapped.
So why would you make it that you had to scrap this one to do the Targaryen one when they were always doing 3 series? So something is wrong somewhere.
They said troubling pilot had caused all of that.
I'm going to tell you what the problem is. The problem is that the last episode sucked ass, and the overall consensus of the fans is right now, if you ask them, if you mention like psychologically, if you say, I'm going to say Game of Thrones, you say 2 words. 90% of the fans is like, fuck off. Because they're angry with the final episode. So
that should have been divided up to 2 or 3 episodes at least.
Right, but there's the problem. People are so mad that the episode sucked that they don't even want to see anything related to Game of Thrones right now. And
the winner of the throne didn't even want the throne, old Bran.
Yeah.
Right, but that's the thing is like people are so angry, it needs to take a break. So maybe HBO is seeing this and they're like, shit.
Yeah.
Why? So now they're thinking, well, let's throw some dragons and shit. Because obviously the other one was so far in the fucking past, you probably didn't even invent the wheel.
But if it's linked to Game of Thrones, why would they want this one either? So there's the
Here's the thing. How could you have a fucking episode? How could you have a series set 1,000 years before Game of Thrones when they didn't even have technology to begin with? So now, what the fuck? How is it going to look the same?
How the throne was built.
No, but how is it going to look the same if they don't even have they didn't even invent the wheel? So now you're fucking just riding horses, right? Is that what you're doing? And you don't even build castles? Like, what the fuck? Are you going to be in the dirt?
Didn't they say it's going to be the start of building one of the castles?
Yeah, but still, 1,000 years? Wouldn't technology grow? Like, Like, I understand. Listen, look at us 1,000 years. We're fucking going planets and shit. I mean, you mean to tell me that they really didn't evolve for 1,000 years? Like, so it's going to look the same as 1,000 years to the current Game of Thrones? That's weird. So anyway, it got canceled, and I guess they think that flashing fucking dragon in our face is something we would want to see, but that's not necessarily true either. I think they need to fucking take a break from Game of Thrones for 5 years because they pissed everybody off. And it's funny how the guys left Star Wars, which people were pissed already at them.
Yeah, because they claimed it's the Netflix deal.
Well, it is, but people are pissed at them anyway because they're like, oh, a lot of people feel that some people blame Lucasfilm and Star Wars for Game of Thrones sucking because they offered him a deal while they were preparing Game of Thrones season. So they saw the deal and they're like, oh shit, we gotta fucking wrap this shit up because we're gonna go fucking filming Jedi and shit. And people feel that they did a massive fucking rush job and they were pressured and forced to get it out quick.
You're looking for.
Right, all because of money. So they didn't give their best work. So even the actors were pissed off. Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Kit Harington's like, why is Arya killing the fucking Night King if my whole thing is built about me killing the fucking Night King?
Yeah, because even if you watch one episode, it's implied he'd be killing the Night King.
Right. So it's like, what the fuck is happening here? So it was just a fucking shitstorm. And people were mad that they were going to fucking, they didn't want them on there because they ruined it. And they just left. Because again, and that doesn't make any sense either. They have a Star Wars deal and then all of a sudden they're making deals with Netflix.
And then you got Rian Johnson on that. And then you got Rian Johnson not knowing what's going on with his own franchise. He's like, 1 minute it's yes, no, he's like it's in.
Well, no, his thing is going, but if Knives Out bombs, he's out. So if his movie Knives Out bombs, he's out. Okay, but so far his thing is continuing, and I think the Game of Thrones guys' Star Wars thing is scrapped altogether because it was their story. They were writing it and directing it, so they're done. And no one's going to be doing that one. So we just lost a trilogy right now of Star Wars.
Yeah, because they were going to do the Old Republic, the story before the modern lot. Now that's over.
It's done now. So, again, you know what? Other things came out, too, is the fact that Star Wars is predicting to do the lowest opener in history.
Because Star Wars they're redoing the final episode of the original trilogy.
I mean, it looks like nothing's original anymore, so people are pissed off.
Like somebody said, was commenting, says, since nobody's seen the originals, they're just redoing them so today's society today's kids will know, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
So
people are not that stupid. Fans know. All right, we're gonna get out of here for now, and we're on time limit. We will be back later on. So thank you guys.
So I'll be here later on.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight.
I think Thursday, because I think I'm off Thursday.
All right, thanks, guys. Take care. Bye for now.